Okay, yeah.
All right, so here's what I want to happen. Butternut, I want you to say the most spoilerlessly thing possible in Infinity War. Just right off the top.
Right now? Right now?
Yeah, let's go. Do it.
Spoiler alert! Spider-Man dies!
There we go. Beautiful. All right, very good. Start off strong. Mm-hmm. Which has spoilers, in case you couldn't tell from what Butternut just screamed out. So, watch out. A real milestone. Mm. Mm. Well, no, I think they've hinted at like, I know like what the Mind Stone or whatever was supposed to be like. I guess I'm confused. What you were saying? Did you say you didn't? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. I thought like you were confused as like I didn't realize these were Infinity Stones before. I'm like, but how? Uh, boy.
Well,
Man,
I mean,
no.
didn't they explain that in Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
It's all good now. I was just confused by
Matt,
Spencer's
did
words.
you have us muted this whole time?
Yep.
So Matt and I were muted this whole time. So we
just on the stream.
Yeah, just on the stream.
Yeah,
but we have the audio.
It's fine.
So for the stream, we're doing a spoiler cast.
I don't have the thing auto set up on my thing.
Yeah, we don't usually do a 3-person thing, and we have an auto script that runs, and it wasn't running today. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So So you guys, for those of you on the stream and for the video, you're gonna get what you get. But how do we want to tackle this? I guess Butternut, since you're the guest, did you want to talk about some of the stuff that like maybe your favorite characters that had died, or maybe some of your favorite scenes or anything?
Discuss your thoughts and prayers.
I think the best part of the movie was when Thor got his axe and he was just like, you know, just like slashing everything, and he was like, cool. "I'm gonna kill everything. Fuck everyone."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was actually probably it almost, it's like that scene, and then the scene in Ragnarok was also really intense, where he just came in and just fucked shit up, and this one was like Ragnarok times 2.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was like super awesome. And
yeah, I felt like he was. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh, I was kind of confused because I thought like since in Ragnarok, Odin was like, "You're not the god of hammers, you're the god of thunder," or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I thought like he was going to go to this planet to get his axe or whatever, then find out like, oh, it's not work. The forge doesn't work, and like once I was confirmed, like okay. So he's going to figure out some way to just harness his inner god power. But like, no, you just withstand the power of 1 billion suns for a little bit, then you get a bigger weapon. It's cool. It's fine. You learned absolutely nothing from the last movie.
He was dead. Basically.
Who?
Thor.
Oh
yeah.
He
No.
was,
Oh, no, yeah.
No.
Yeah. It wasn't until this axe was, completed there.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that saved him was the axe.
Well, that wasn't the... I guess that's not really the point I was trying to make. I'm just like, his last movie is like, okay, you're not the weapon, you're the god.
Mm-hmm. And then this movie he's like, I'm the weapon.
Like, I am the weapon, though. This is what, sorry, Dad, but you're wrong. I just had to get a bigger weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is kind of true. I mean, barring what was already said about, how he needed the weapon because of being super weak and stuff like that, it really does seem like, okay, now I've got and some people are still calling it a hammer, but it's an axe, Stormbreaker. I mean, it has a hammer end on the other side, whatever.
No, that was in the comic book. It's an axe.
It was just straight up an axe.
It's straight up an axe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, like I prefer it was an axe, considering that you got that sick ass scene where he stabs Thanos in the chest, and then Thanos is just like, "You should have gotten the head," and and then snaps.
I mean,
and everything
but the real thing is, like, why didn't he aim for the head though? Just so he could sit there and be like, "Oh, look at you, Thanos! You're not powerful anymore, haha!" Like, what's the point?
I believe that's exactly.
That's
he should have. But I think that is a Thor thing to do, because like, he's like, "Oh, you killed my family and everything. Now I'm just going to push this slowly into your chest and remind you how much of a weak little bitch you are."
Yeah.
And Thanos is like, "Yeah, you got me." But, you know, that was very stupid of Thor to do that, and also stupid of Peter Quill to bash his face in when everybody's like, "Hey, no, fucker, we got the gauntlet. It's like sliding off. Don't do that."
Yeah, poor Spider-Man was like, "I almost got it, guys. No, don't worry." And like he's doing that great Spider-Man like I don't know, just the excitement level that you get from him, which is like exactly what I think of when I think of Spider-Man. And he almost has it, and then motherfucker. Now I kind of understand, because that's kind of his character, right? It's what he does.
And that happens in Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Yeah, like the same type of thing happens. But it's like, man, God damn it, dude!
Learn, motherfucker, learn.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, and two, it was a good thing that happened, because like, what was it?
Positive reinforcement.
Yeah, Ego was like, "Yeah, it was a shame I had to kill her." And then, like, he didn't have to explain anything. Peter's like, "Okay, bum. But this one, it's like, "No, don't. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's doing. Oh, well, the math adds up, I guess. But Jesus."
I mean, you know, Tony totally could have just flew over and just grabbed him, you know, but.
Yeah, I don't know why he couldn't, like, because he did grab him, but he just wasn't, I guess, fast enough, I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, okay, he did grab my knife, like, after the 5th hit, I think.
He could have just used, like, his jet powers, you know, and just kind of, like, you know, grabbed him, held him on the ground, because
something. Yeah.
He had the suit on still, so it's like.
He could have just, like.
I wonder, like, they should have explored, Doctor Strange should have explored the timeline where they just knocked Peter Quill out. And then they would have succeeded, because he's like, "I saw 14 million different things, and only one time we succeeded."
Well, I wonder if, and this is me just projecting ideas onto it, but I mean, I can only assume, knowing that Doctor Strange would have seen all possible things, right?
Unless he didn't think of that.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he didn't think of this one. That likely they might have gotten the gauntlet out of him, but that doesn't mean that he's not still there and still very, very strong. And maybe he still, even though they get it off him, he still gets it back, and it ends up being moot anyways.
Yeah.
The only thing because what kind of has me like thinking like this is still part of the one timeline that where anything actually succeeded, is the fact like at the like after that immediately Doctor Strange's like, "Don't worry, we're in the end game," and like once he fades away.
This is the timeline where they succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's like
when he's fading away, he's like, "Yeah, this is the only way that could have been done, Tony."
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good, Tony. No.
Yeah, because I remember, you know, it's this weird thing where it's like he's so adamant about how I'm going to protect the stone no matter what. You know, fuck
and then
you.
He's just like, "Here's the stone."
And he's like, "Boop, okay, here you go." Even after his fake stone was like, that was a pretty good idea, you know. And then eventually he just blinks it into existence real quick from whatever, you know, secret pocket of the universe that he has it hiding in, and just gives it to him. And I'm like, all right, motherfucker. So after looking through, apparently this is what you have to do. Let him win, and then somehow win later.
Yeah. I was wondering if like all the other universes was him not giving Thanos the stone. And then like the one universe where he does give Thanos the stone is like the one that they actually win in. Yeah. Which is kind of interesting, but it's like, maybe. Who knows?
I would like to see like snippets of the other possibilities, but
that'll never happen.
Yeah, that'll never happen. But it would be cool. So, I mean, did you guys know how the original Infinity Gauntlet? Like, did you know that this actually happened before watching the movie? Either of you? As far as half the a bunch of people die, basically.
So I have a friend who's like a huge Marvel fan or whatever, and he was saying that like, yeah, this movie is gonna be huge, and there's gonna be a lot of people that die or whatever.
Oh shit!
But
Well,
he was saying like but you know, it's probably gonna be like the Hulk and Iron Man and all them because they don't have movies scheduled.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like, I don't think anyone knew like who was gonna specifically die, but I did know that a bunch of people were gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know at all. So I had no idea that there was going to be this crazy scene.
I thought they might kill either Captain America or Iron Man. I didn't think they're going to snap out half the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty realistic to assume that some crazy, you know, someone's going to die, and they just kept killing people. Right? They killed Loki like at the beginning, and then they killed Gamora, and I was like, man, they're just going to end him like that. And then okay, you see one person die, you're like, oh, that sucks, but he's not like one of the big characters. And then you see another person die, you're like, all right, well, apparently more people are dying. And then we were talking about this after we saw the movie. You start looking at the scene and be like, okay, there's 5 people on the screen right now. Which one aren't the main characters? And then like half of those main characters dead.
Yeah.
Well,
like I could not guess any of them.
The original Avengers are fine, and then
Yeah.
Rocket.
And then Rocket, the only Guardian of the Galaxy now.
Yeah, he's the Guardian of the Galaxy. And then you have Nebula, or whatever her name is.
Right. Yeah.
Nebula.
Nebula.
Tony on that one planet.
Because everybody else gets, blipped out.
Which is lucky for Tony, because otherwise he would have had to get a ride to get back to civilization.
Well, he did build the Iron Man suit in like Iraq with just like whatever. So I'm sure he could figure something out.
I'm sure I can cobble something together out here in the ruins of this ancient Titan civilization. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense.
The only thing I knew about I actually didn't know a whole lot about Infinity War. I just knew that Thanos was killing a bunch of people because he wanted to impress Lady Death or whatever. Mm-hmm. But Lady Death was in love with Deadpool or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, she's not in this movie, so
he's like, I really just want to impress Red Skull. He's like really cute.
Yeah, the whole Red Skull thing was like, oh shit, he's been here the whole time? I thought he died.
Surprise! Red Skull's still important. Whatever.
Was present.
He was present.
He was there. Participation trophy.
One thing was an article, or I think it might have been a video. They were talking about how the ending scene showing Thanos like smiling or whatever matches up with the original Infinity Gauntlet comic book series, like the end of that one. But at the end of that, that's actually after he'd been defeated. And in this one, they put the scene at the end of where it looks like he's won, right?
Yeah.
And a theory apparently is that scene might not actually be happening when we think it's happening, because it makes it look like it happens right after the events, and he just goes home.
Well, he has
and
the
has
Infinity Gauntlet on, and it's all jacked up.
Yeah.
So I think it's in present time.
Yeah, it's likely that it is, but there's the possibility, I guess, that maybe it could be kind of like a trick. Like it's not okay. That's actually going to be a scene that happens at the end of everything. But also, since the Infinity Gauntlet's all fucked up, I mean, can he no longer snap now?
You just need another Infinity Gauntlet.
Which I guess is why he kept around Peter Dinklage, which was absolutely like crazy that Peter Dinklage was in this movie and he was the biggest character.
Yeah. I didn't know he was in the movie at all. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like how Thor got his ass kicked, or not Thor, Hulk got his ass kicked in the beginning. He's like, I'm not coming out anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done.
No.
Bruce Banner's like, what the fuck, dude? We could really use some Hulk power.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm embarrassed.
A really strong guy beat me up, so now I'm scared to be strong again. No.
Dude, the Hulk needs to learn how to box, because obviously he's super strong, and so he just beats his way through everything. But after that showing, it wasn't power that destroyed him, it was technique. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
He straight up just like pop, 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 pop. Like he was going to town. It was insane.
You have to knock out the Hulk before he gets powerful.
Yeah, you got to take him out quick.
Mm-hmm. He has no limit. He just keeps getting more powerful.
The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. Oh no. So who's excited to see Captain Marvel to just fix everything all by herself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently that movie's set in like the 90s or something.
Yeah, the actual Captain Marvel movie is going to be like before, and apparently she's just been a superhero this whole time.
Yeah, she's probably like doing galaxy shit or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess some people are thinking like the whole alliance thing they were discussing in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or 1, whichever one it is, with like the Skree and some other race. They think that maybe she was like the one that was like helping out with that, because that is also super important until Thanos showed up. But
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, a lot of like kind of a roundabout event stuff that is turning out to all be related in big ways, which is kind of cool. I'm really curious, as like everyone else is curious, right? But where are they going to go with these other planned stories? Like, where is Ant-Man and Wasp? Like, what's
this
that
is supposed to be set right before Infinity War. Like, this is parallel with Infinity War.
That's cool.
That's why they're not happening. I'm sure one of them is going to get blinked out. Probably the woman, the Wasp.
I was gonna say, I think it'd be hilarious, like they're in the middle of their heist or whatever, and then like they're like, oh, we gotta get this. All right. Oh shit! Everybody in this building's dead. Wasp, I don't feel so good. Oh god.
They did a good job with some of the scenes, like the some of the cinematography and like the way they went about how everything like the mood changes was really satisfying, and it was one of the reasons why I feel like the movie didn't feel as long as it actually was to me. And how because all the scenes were like smooth. Every time they introduced a new character, it was to continue. It was to push along the overall story. It wasn't just like, oh, now this character is here. It was like, all right, so now you're in this person's perspective, and those events have already happened for the most part, and now you're moving forward with this person now until you go back to someone else. But the first scene where the alien ship arrives in New York, how it's like kind of quiet, and they're like, what the hell is that noise? And then it's just they kind of do this monster movie reveal.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool. And then I thought that the whole scene at the end, the ending credit screen or the after credits video with Nick Fury and what's her face? What was that woman?
Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, Robin from How I Met Your Mother. And that also had kind of a horror movie type disaster movie vibe to it as well. And I just appreciate that they put that in there, because the movie was hilarious while also like just like dreadfully sad, and then also kind of they have like a dread to it as well, which is really cool.
It was full of feels. Every single feel was in that movie.
Yeah,
all of them. Yeah, I just thought it was hilarious that Nick Fury was like, "Oh no," and then his last thing is like, "Okay, got the pager to go."
Yeah. And of course he did the classic cut him off before he says motherfucker. It's great.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Sorry, you about to say Butternut?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of sad seeing Vision go, right? How he died, because Thanos was just like, give me your entire head, apparently, instead of just the stone. But, yeah, it's also great to see how everyone agrees that, this whole Spider-Man scene was just the one scene.
Well,
it's just
what brought it home is that I think they did his spider sense went off.
Yeah.
When he was dying, so he's like, oh shit, like his spider sense is going haywire. And I think in some of the comics, like his spider sense is like almost kills him one time because of how like whatever, something bad's gonna happen to him.
Yeah, some crazy event or whatever, and it's
that's freaking out.
Yeah, and that's the prevailing theory, was that his spider sense was going off, and so he knew he was going to die before he did, but he didn't know what was going to happen or why, and he couldn't do anything to stop it, and he's just this kid, and apparently Tom Holland like ad-libbed that scene.
He only ad-libbed like the hug or something like that.
Or portions of the scene, I guess, right? Not like the whole thing. Obviously, the line probably was written, right?
Yeah, all the lines were written.
But I guess the way he went about the performance, which is really cool, because he definitely sold that pretty well. I was like, holy shit!
Oh yeah.
It was
all
like
the other characters are like, what? Dead. And he's like acting.
Yeah, this one podcast I listened to was like, Spider-Man's most powerful power is not him like having the powers of a spider. is that it's him reminding you that he is a child in like a superhero world when it needs to hit you the most. And that's what he did in this movie. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's young.
And that scene, but the Vision scene, that was also a crazy scene, but just kind of overshadowed by
the Spider-Man
scene, because
where you see poor what's-her-face Vision gets killed twice.
Yeah,
right. He's like, nah, nah, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, we don't have time anymore.
And then kills him again. And that's like the worst, because it's like you've just come to terms with it. She's decided to do it, and then she doesn't. She's like, all right, at least I've done it. And then he's like, nope. And then, oh, he's back, and then he's dead again. It's like she's got to be fucked up after that. Oh, actually, she's dead. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay.
I thought for sure that they were going to keep her because of that scene for character development and all that, but she didn't really do a whole lot. In fact, she's actually one of the disappointments in the movie, one of the only ones. Not even really disappointment, just like, I really wish that would have been a little bit better, was Scarlet Witch. She's super powerful, and she only just shoots red beams of energy everywhere. She's not even doing half of what her abilities are supposed to be, because she controls like reality and like changes people's perspective of like time and where they're at and stuff like that, and creates whole new dimensions of thought and stuff, reality.
She's super powerful.
Well, they have to have like a delicate balance with everybody, because if everybody has a oh shit moment, then like nobody actually has like an oh shit moment, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess they had like say.
Well, you basically just have Thor, and then Captain America, where he's like, I'm gonna go toe to toe with Thanos.
He's like,
I held the glove on for a second.
Can't close. He's really strong for a human.
For human. Human. Oh yeah.
I actually kind of appreciate those types of scenes with Captain America. He always they have one in I think it feels like in every Avenger movie. Like he has that scene where he almost lifts Mjolnir, and then he has that scene with Thanos, and how Thanos is like, oh, I'm going to crush this dude, and then he doesn't, and he's like, whoa, that's crazy. So everyone always, like the bad guys and stuff, they're like, oh, he's a hero, but they don't. I guess they just don't expect him to be as strong as he is, which is always really cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Thanos didn't kill everybody in that scene where like he's just casually knocking them out, whereas like before he's been killing people left and right. He's like, I'll just toss you away and toss you. I mean, I guess maybe because he's like, I'm just gonna get the stone, just snap them out of existence anyways. I don't really care.
Yeah, but I think at that point it probably would have taken more energy to actually actively try to kill somebody instead of just bat them out of the way, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, like, how did the axe not end up killing Thanos, though? Like, right away, you know? Because it was almost, like, right on top of his heart, you know?
Yeah, it was well inside both lungs. His entire chest cavity just fucked.
The only thing I can think of is that he's just an otherworldly being, so it's probably just, like, not... I guess, like, Thor didn't,
maybe
like,
he
sink it in.
Maybe he doesn't have vital organs there?
They're all on his leg. That's how he gets you.
They're all in his left hand. Where the gauntlets at?
Yeah. Also, he has the gauntlet, so he can just
maybe
be
the
like,
gauntlet's doing some weird
Oh
shit.
yeah, that
increases his shit, and then he can just snap, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm healed again because I have the mind or the time stone."
What's interesting is the time zone. The way they did it with Vision is they were able to turn back time for Vision, but everyone else, the time wasn't really turned back. Like everyone else still remembered how the events happened, so he could probably just turn back time on his body.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
not true, but
that's probably why you said don't do a headshot, or he should have done a headshot. Otherwise,
honestly, I don't agree with that. I feel like he should have done a cut the arm off shot.
One of those two, cut off the arm or right in the head.
Unless Thanos can somehow still control his hand when it's disconnected from his body.
You know that he can.
Yeah, probably. His hand is Thanos now.
Thanos Jr.
Well, I mean, after he snaps, right? It's his entire thing is basically fucked now, right? The entire gauntlet was like melted and like falling off at that point. So like, there's no way he's gonna do that again, right?
Yeah, they have to.
It's kind of a one-time thing.
It's a new gauntlet they need.
Yeah. So
which the one dwarf that's left, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna make it for him again, obviously.
No, but they'll make it for the heroes.
Yeah, I wonder if
to undo
that's going to be the storyline is them getting another gauntlet made, and then they're gonna have to find him, fight him for it, get all the pieces back, and put it inside their new gauntlet, but also not let him take the gauntlet because that would be bad.
That's 50% or more people right there.
Yeah, now you're down.
Now
to
you
25.
got 25% of people.
Yeah.
I was about to say he doesn't really have reason to get a new one because he's not trying to kill everybody. He just wants half the people dead. So yeah, it would have to be the heroes trying to either get their shit back together or just try to reverse time somehow.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up one theory, and then we can probably call it here in the next couple of minutes or whatever. But there's an article that I was reading on Polygon when I was looking up stories for today, and he was talking about how there's one big. He thinks that there's one big plot hole, and I wanted to bring up his idea for the plot hole and then see what you guys thought about it. So, one of the things he brought up was that Thanos' great thing was that he wanted to reduce the total population of the universe by half to then allow...
then why not just make 50% more resources, make infinite resources?
Yeah, why not give more resources into the world, or into the universe, or basically provide for people instead of kill half the population?
Because I think he looks at the universe as a perfect thing. So he's like, that would upset the balance of the natural order rather than just get rid of 50% of people.
I mean, I can see that, but then he's also upsetting the balance in the natural order by killing people.
And also, I guess, like with resources, I mean, even if you have 50% more resources, that can just mean people are going to well, we got a plethora. We'll just use more now. Mm-hmm. And then it's just back to square one.
Well, one of the things that I was thinking about after right after we got out of the movie was, I mean, when you think about it, he only killed half, right? And it wasn't even just half, like he cut the universe in half and this half's all dead and then there's still people and then they can colonize or whatever.
No, he literally took 50%.
Random 50% of each locale, right? So if you think about it, and we were talking about this too, the population of the Earth has grown by like 6 billion in the last 80 years.
Mm.
It hit 1 billion at just the turn of the century into the 20th. So like early 1900s, right? And it was like, it might have been 1880 actually. And then from then until now, we got to above 7 billion. So if you take half of that, it's just going to take us another, like, I don't know, couple of decades to get back to where we were. It doesn't seem like it's going to actually matter.
He's going to make another gauntlet.
It's a
10-year thing now.
Yeah. Just every decade or two. Yeah, okay, well, it's getting a little big now, guys. And just snaps it, and snaps his fingers. But that was the thought I had. Is like, I mean, how hard would it be for everyone to just have like 3 kids in each family?
Yeah.
Just to spite Thanos.
Yeah, it's like I
has never been to Kentucky or any of the redneck states and have met a hillbilly family.
True.
With 30 kids. I lived in one. My entire town is full of pregnant teenagers and pregnant people. Everybody's pregnant in my hometown. I don't understand why or how it happens. Thanos will never truly understand the depths that humanity will go through just to have sex.
It's true.
That's it. I end to procreate. Just they're like, oh, well, I don't want to wear a condom, so let's just pop out another one. It's fine. So it's like $1. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Kids are really fucking expensive, though. No, we'll fix it in post. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We'll fix it in post. Okay.
Post-op. Guess we go around the corner, do our final thoughts and prayers for the movie, and then I guess call it a day.
All right. But why don't you give us your final thoughts and kind of impressions?
Final thoughts. It was a great movie. I'd never seen Doctor Strange before, so he was quite the badass. And, God damn it, Star-Lord, why did you do that?
Exactly. Peter!
Damn it, Quill. I like how they called him Quill. Like, everyone got to call him Quill because, like, Peter Parker's right there. So, just to make sure nobody gets confused.
I think Drax started that, but yeah.
Well, I was just saying, like, even Iron Man was calling him Quill. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to call him Star-Lord.
Yeah. Although, however much he wants them to, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, Fizzcake, what about your thoughts?
A great movie. I'm wondering how they're going to bring back people for the next one. I am excited to see what Captain Marvel can do to fix all this shit, if she can, or if she's just going to have a showdown with Thanos, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out next year.
Yeah. I don't know what like fully her abilities are. So it's going to be interesting to see how she comes about in her movie. And her movie's coming out right before the next Avengers.
Okay, cool. I think from what I understand, she's basically the Superman of the Marvel universe. I think so. It's just
Rogue's power, like super strength and stuff like that,
and her flying.
Yeah, she killed Captain Marvel for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how Rogue learned how to fly and have super strength was to taking out Captain Marvel. Rogue is secretly just like actually super evil.
Just killing everybody left and right for powers.
I thought it was like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, super good. I really couldn't find too much that was wrong with the movie or anything like that. No like bugbears necessarily. I mean, the Scarlet Witch thing, it was definitely something that probably just had to happen as far as power levels go.
Yeah.
I also think no one knows who she is.
Yeah, like I don't think they gave her enough screen time to be able to fully be like, hey, this is the level of Scarlet
I'm saying she's
power.
Not a well-known superhero.
That's what I was saying in the previous movies.
No, I'm talking about from the general public knowing who she is.
Yeah, I got you.
No, you don't. But okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's like a 9 out of 10. I would hesitate to say a 10 out of 10 because that's like crazy, but it's definitely one of the best. It's definitely, I think, probably my favorite Marvel movie.
That's fair. I mean, it's pretty good.
But it kind of requires you to watch the other ones, which is kind of funny. But,
that's true. Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for the spoiler cast. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Thanks Butternut for coming on the stream. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and everyone, be sure to check him out. His name's right there on Twitch and on Twitter. But thanks everyone so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye-bye.